Hello, my name is Anna, coming to you live from Orlando, Florida, City Beautiful. Welcome everyone. We're gonna have a downtown arts and history walk today. And let me plug in the... Hey guys, thanks for joining. Let me plug in the... I'll put the name into the comments. Thanks for joining. Love seeing everyone. Hey guys. All right, Orlando, Florida. Welcome everyone. Hello from the Sunshine State and City the Beautiful. Again, my name is Anna and I am starting the tour over here at the Downtown Discovery Center. I feel like this is a great place to start. I have been living in Orlando for 9 years and this was the first time I visited the place. Right, yes, exactly. Orlando theme parks is what attracts tourists every single year. We have thousands and thousands of people. If you don't work in some sort of travel industry in Orlando, you don't work in Orlando. It's like either one or the other. You're either a hotel person or theme park person, or like me, a tour operator. I particularly bring groups from India, for example, school groups, take them places, take them theme parks. Kennedy Space Center is extremely popular. Maybe I'll do a tour there if you guys are interested. So put thumbs up. But yeah, downtown, we do have a downtown. It's pretty small, but it's very cozy and it's really nice. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some of great art, some of our little cozy spots, and I hope you will enjoy that. Thanks everyone for joining. All right, so the reason I'm starting at the Downtown Discovery Center, it's a great place to start if you're here visiting. They have, first of all, a gift shop. You will learn very quickly that Orlando is all about gift shops. Every single ride in theme parks finishes in gift shops. And of course here too we have some local arts. We have some people selling their merchandise here. And also you can get maps, you can get information about where to go and how to spend your time. Sorry about the noise. Orlando is a theme park capital and also it is a construction capital. Oh my God. Right now we have constructions everywhere. Our biggest interstate, our biggest road is in construction, and downtown, I guess, in construction too. Just a quick question, you guys. Can you hear me well? Can you see me well? I'm about to flip my camera. Just want to make sure that... Hey, thanks for joining. Wow, great. We got new people. Can you hear me well? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well? I would appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna put my glasses and I'm gonna flip you guys over.
I heard that you're doing a virtual tour.
I am.
Who's the company with? Because that's something we might be interested in, kind of.
So the company is called Localie. We're getting popular, you guys.
With this day and age, it's nice to have something like that.
Oh, absolutely. No, they're great. They originally started as a company that is almost like an Airbnb for tours. You would meet a local person, they would show you around. So it's spelled LOCALIE.com. .co, sorry. .co. And that's how you can look them up and...
Okay. Yeah, we'll look into that because I said, that's very cool actually, I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks, Kevin. All right, so that was a moment of promotion ourselves. Because yeah, we gotta grow, you guys. All right, so yeah, if you can hear me well, back to our city, the beautiful. Orlando is indeed a beautiful city. Just look at this. I know most of you guys are in Europe, and it's evening. I'm sure the weather is great, but look at this. This is amazing. I'm already melting. I don't know about you, but so this is the first thing that I actually wanted to show you. we will be talking a lot about funky art in Orlando. Orlando is all about funky art. And one year, our mayor, Buddy Dyer, decided that he wanted Orlando to be popular for its art. And so he started a project of choosing 8 art subjects, sculptures, and putting them all over downtown Orlando. So this one is the first one. It's called Astrogenesis 2. Looks almost like a daffodil. Not daffodil, what's it called? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Help me out, guys. What does it look like? Dandelion. Thank you very much. There you go. It also kind of reminds me of a biosphere museum in Montreal. I don't know if anybody ever been there. So we're gonna continue walking down Orange Avenue, and I'll be talking more about the art project I just started talking about. I hope everybody can hear me well. Just let me know if something drops down or whatnot, just let me know. And whatever questions you guys have about Orlando, please don't hesitate to ask. I would love to answer to the best of my abilities. I'm making it all for you guys. Yep, thank you. I've been here for 9 years, as I said, and I love it. It's amazing. I do miss snow. I am originally from Russia. I do miss snow a lot, but you know what? When you have this around you 24/7, every single day, then, you know, who cares, right? So this called business district, and it's kind of funny because it goes like up to that Pine Street right there, and then it turns into a nightclub district. Orlando is all about fun if you haven't figured that out yet. These sculptures are just a part of the business district, but they're kind of cute too. It's Friday, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's why there's not that many people. Oh, fun fact about these guys. So we just got them. I know a lot of cities already had something like that. These are share scooters. Yes, Orlando, Florida, USA. Sorry if I confused anybody. Orlando, Florida, USA is where we're at today. So, as I said, our mayor decided to kind of like dress up the city, number one, and then number two, bring community together, united with art. Isn't that great? I think it's awesome. So he had a competition for 180 statues and different projects were brought in, and then he chose 8. 36 states participated, 16 different countries participated. It was big. It was actually quite unusual for Orlando. So it was in 2013, just a few years ago. So that dandelion that we saw was a part of it. And now I'm gonna take you guys to the next one. So yeah, these are the bars and clubs. Orange Avenue is pretty famous for the nightlife. This all gets blocked off in just a few hours. This all will be blocked off. You know, these day and age, unfortunately, not much partying is happening, but more protesting happening. And we have people coming out and marching and protesting and sharing their voices, which I'm very happy with Orlando. They have done a great job. Yeah, driving is great here too. Oh, I got a question. Which famous celebrity belongs to this place? Mickey Mouse. I think that Mickey Mouse is our biggest celebrity. When I tell you Orlando, Florida, you would think immediately Disney World. This was the first spot where Disney decided to build his Disney parks. Why? Because we're right at the center of the peninsula. if you imagine United States, Florida is on the bottom right corner of it, and Orlando is located right in the middle. So if we drive east or west for about an hour and a half, we would appear on the beach. It would be, what is it, Pacific Ocean, right? And then, or Atlantic Ocean. Hang on, my geography is really suffering today. So we'll appear in the ocean, and we'll appear on the Gulf of Mexico on the other side. And this spot is perfect. It's perfect weather, it's summer 24/7, and the other cool thing is hurricanes don't really get here. We do get a hurricane season, which is like right now. Thank God today is a beautiful weather for you guys, specifically Hey Valeria, thanks for joining. And so hurricanes don't really get here. If we get hurricanes, we normally just get a little rain and whatnot. So Disney thought it all through, and Disney parks pretty much made Orlando a desirable destination for anyone and everyone. Enough talks about attractions, let's talk about our downtown. Oh, okay, so if you see over there, 4 poles, that's basically the ground zero of the city. That's where the original courthouse was standing. Then they took it down and they kind of dedicated this little spot for the Orlando History Center. And then I'm sure you guys can see over there, isn't that real? But they kind of remind you of we're not alone over here in Orlando. There's always gators. Do you guys know what the difference is between an alligator and a crocodile? I always get that question. Every time I go on any tour, the tour guide would ask, what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? So the answer is you just have to look at their nose. Crocodile is more narrow and an alligator is more round. So History Center is over there. Guilty, again, I've never been there. And over here, this little blue ornament is a second art that we're going to be seeing today. The cool thing about this art, it's all metal, and it almost looks like a globe or something, and then they have this fish inside. Let's see if I can position the camera so you guys can see. So they have this fish inside. It's obviously not real, it's just kind of painted on top. So it's not just painted, it's not just a picture. The way they made the fish stick on that blue surface is with this Japanese technique. They took the fish, they covered it with ink, and then they pressed rice paper on top of it. Kind of took that imprint, and then they stick it on here, and then they drew the eye. Isn't it like crazy cool? Have you ever heard about anything like that? So they these are real imprints of a real fish. I was like, wait, what? All right. So carrying on, you can see the architecture of Orlando is not like anything crazy. We are again in the hurricane still. Oh God, is Orlando Bloom from Orlando downtown? That's a great question. That's how I actually get my tourists sometimes. I would just be like, yeah, and Orlando is called after Orlando Bloom, whatever. And they actually buy it. But no, Orlando Bloom has nothing to do with Orlando, Florida, unfortunately. I actually have seen him live in a Broadway show. He wasn't that great. Don't tell him I said that, okay? Agreed. We are right now in front of one of our biggest downtown features too. Oh, let me take you over there. I'll show you something cool. This is our public library. You guys probably noticed that we have homeless people here, like everywhere. But we have probably homeless people that read the most books because they're always hanging out by the library. So this is really cute. This is a musical instrument. that is called light waves, an urban musical instrument. You're supposed to put your hands over here and it creates a sound. The more people you have, the better it is. Commuting is almost like a crime right now, touching the public surfaces. Hang on, let me put you over here. I think you can hear it over here. Heard that? Yeah. So the more people you have, you can like play, and then the waves up there light up at night, and it's kind of cool. That globe, by the way, also lights up at night. It's solar-powered LED lights installed inside. At night, downtown kind of becomes all lit up and bright and inviting. It's not, the level of crime is not too big here, so it's pretty safe to come out here at night. I would, especially for ladies, I would definitely not recommend coming alone. But if you want to check out our nightlife, then you're more than welcome to, or reach out to me and I'll give you guys some pointers on to where to go, where's a more safe place, or maybe I can join you. Hey, who knows? Okay, so we are going to my favorite spot right now. My most favorite spot in the whole entire city is called Lake Eola Park. Lake Eola is a real lake that was not there before. In the end of 18th century, 19, obviously 19. In the end of 19th century, Summerlin, one of the richest people here in Orlando, purchased a piece of land. It's about 200 acres. And he wanted to build some, real estate over there. But Orlando is very popular for sinkholes. What is sinkhole? It's basically, there was just the ground there and then it just falls down and creates a hole. And it can happen anywhere. That's the reason Orlando doesn't have any subways, because our houses don't really have basements, because you cannot dig underneath. So he purchased land and then it just collapsed for no reason whatsoever. And then it got filled up with water and it became a lake. And so he's like, all right, fine. I guess I have no choice. I'm just gonna donate this to the city. I mean, yeah, you got a sinkhole for the piece of land, so of course you're gonna donate it to the city. So he donated it to the city, and now it's a park. We're gonna cross and it's gonna be right there. Oh, actually, let's go this way. So we're walking by the, you can see pretty much in downtown during the day. You can only see mostly homeless people because everybody's at work. Even though in Orlando it's kind of interesting. Very rarely you would find people who have a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday kind of schedule. Most likely people would have floating days off because we all work in theme parks, and theme parks, as you know, don't close on the weekends. It's all every single day they're open, and normally it's like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., depending on the season. Some smaller parks like SeaWorld would close a little earlier. But yeah, so right now, today, you may see some people doing photo shoots or just chilling, or like me giving tours. Today I actually learned that those people you can see over there in the green shirts, they are ambassadors of the city, and you can always ask them questions if you're here. Oh, thanks! I love that you're still here and hanging on with me. I hope that you can hear me well, number one, and then that it's what I'm talking about is of interest. If you have any more questions, please go ahead and ask. Really appreciate the questions always. That's how I know I can talk about things that are of interest to you guys. So here is the Lake Eola Park, my favorite place in Orlando. It's beautiful. We're gonna cross the street now. So So the best time to visit Florida, I would say, is actually September, October. There is probably the least amount of people in the parks, and it's not that hot, it's not that rainy, because right now, as we enter hurricane season, oh, here's a really nice church, by the way. This is an Orthodox church. Let's see if we can cross. There you go. Yeah, so end of September, October, we don't really have any holidays, so everybody's kind of like back to school, back to work, nothing to celebrate, so perfect time to visit, not too hot. And yeah, as I said, we're entering the hurricane season, so we're soon gonna get a lot of rain. And it's kind of funny, it rains at 3 o'clock every single day, like it's scheduled. It feels like God just puts the rain on schedule in Orlando, Florida at 3 p.m. every single day, so it just rains. That's why I wanted to conclude the tour before 3 o'clock. But yeah, look how pretty. Do you guys love it? It's not pretty? So I swear to you, if I would ask every single person that I meet right now, they would not know the name of that fountain. We just call it the fountain at Lake Eola. It's actually called Linton Allen Memorial Fountain. Linton Allen was one of the bankers. He was pretty rich, he was traveling a lot. He was actually the veteran of both world wars. And oh look, these are protesters, you guys, getting ready. Yeah, I was warned about them. Driving here is not allowed. It's pretty small. It has a path walk just like this that goes around the lake for about a mile or so, so it's perfect for just leisure strolling. What I normally do with my friends, we come here, or alone really, we come here, we do a circle or two, and then we maybe go grab coffee. So that's our pretty much. Oh, Juneteenth. Oh, actually, today we're celebrating a holiday. It's called Juneteenth. As you know, President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing all the slaves. But unfortunately, the news about that didn't reach some of the remote areas, like for example Texas, for another 2 years. And June 19th, back in the 19th century, was the day when it actually reached the people, and they discovered that they were finally free. They were actually free 2 years ago, but they didn't know. Yeah, so the protest is for Black Lives Matters. Woohoo! And for the Juneteenth as well. So this lady over here is actually another piece of funky art that we're talking about today. She is called the Muse of Discovery, and the legend says that if you sit on her palm, she would whisper in your ear your destiny, what you're supposed to be doing. Look how pretty. This is another attraction of Orlando. I am hanging in there. It's been 9 years of me kind of walking around theme parks and stuff. So yeah, but thank you. It's getting a little hot. So yeah, this is another attraction that I love, swans. Both those swans and these swans. There are so many species of swans in Lake Eola, and they all live here, and they nest here, and they have their babies here. I love these guys. They're like different colors. So beautiful. And then yeah, you can do the boat over there too. All right. Oh, you know what? They actually open. They've been closed with these ones for a while. Then if you want to have a drink or a bite, The cafe is right there. Oh, look from here, so pretty. So yeah, going back to the skyline of Orlando, we don't really have that big of buildings because of hurricanes. But once we get on the other side of the lake, we will be able to see it. Any other questions you guys have? I did leave my water in my car. Now I regret it. I didn't want to carry too many things. So yeah, so peaceful. We have a lot of hurricane sinkholes. Hurricanes and sinkholes and gators, don't forget about that. No, this is actually a pretty cool place to live. I don't mind. I would rather have that than like gigantic mosquitoes and gigantic roaches, I think. Very pretty. So this area is normally used for city events. They would cross off parts of the park and set up tents for vendors. They would set up stages for performers. One of my favorite events here would be Downtown Food and Wine Festival. It happens every year, and local restaurants would bring their samples out for people to try. People like to picnic over here, come to study over here. This is a definitely multi-purpose area, and normally tourists don't get here because Orlando is so spread out. You have to have a car here. It's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to use public transportation. It exists, we have buses, but you know, it's not very reliable, it's not very clean. You can wait for a bus for an hour and not get anywhere. It exists, but I would recommend if you come visit Orlando, definitely rent a car. Well, you know, we have a question, how all of the sinkholes, gators and stuff can make Orlando a place to be. We don't talk about that. That happens everywhere, I'm sure. But what we talk about is the spirit of people in this community. This is the next statue that is called Take Flight. Again, one of the 8 statues for the Sea Art Orlando. Oh, look, there's like ducks over there too. It represents the seagulls taking flight off the surface of the water. And what the artist wanted to say with the statue is that people of Orlando are very strong and they would always bounce back. And you know, right now we're bouncing back with our Black Lives Matter protests. And 4 years ago, right, 2016, just we celebrated 4 years. June 12, 2016. It is called Pulse. It's a gay nightclub where the guy just walked in with a gun and shot everybody inside. 49 people died, and that was an event that kind of shook our community. But to see how people bounced back, how we all got together, a lot of people donated, a lot of people supported each other, because it could be anybody, but people here are so resilient and so strong that, you know, it makes it worth living. And then, you know, it's so pretty. Do you guys have any other questions? Because we're slowly wrapping up with our tour today. one more thing, yeah, over there, right across from us. Right across from us is a place where we have farmers market every Sunday. That's another cool feature of Lake Eola Park. We have a question: what's a taboo in Orlando which may be awkward for others? You know what? That's a terrific question. What's a taboo in Orlando? I mean, Orlando is a place where tourists come. Everybody here is really not born from here. They're from somewhere else, came here looking for a better life. So this is so multinational that pretty much normal rules apply, I would say. You know, don't be a jerk, be nice to other people, behave yourself, don't get too drunk and stupid, and then you'll be totally fine. Definitely taboo is not to visit Orlando. Any cultural shock that Asian may face. I have groups from India travel here, and the like cultural shock that they have is the food. They have hard time adapting to the food, and even if they go to an Indian restaurant, it's quite a shock for them because they expect their own flavors. But everything here is tailored towards an American taste. So they're like, oh my God, this is not as spicy, this is not taste the same. So I always tell them, keep an open mind when traveling in the United States and also in America. But that's a great question. I actually need to think about that a little bit more and see if I can actually find something like that. I'll write an article on it. All right, our last stop will be here. Yes, very vegan-friendly city, extremely. Right now, a lot of people are following healthy lifestyle. Ooh, look at this duck. Isn't that cool? A lot of people following healthy lifestyles. So there's a lot of vegan, vegetarian, all kinds of friendly. We're a hospitality city. We'll accommodate whatever you want. You can even show up at the restaurant and be like, yo, I don't eat this and this, I have allergies, or, you know, any other reasons, and they will do it. So this one is sitting on a nest. I think she has just one last egg left. I think it's been a month she's been sitting on this one. I kind of come and check on her every once in a while.
Put it in cold water.
Yeah, and this is the lawn where locals normally sit on blankets and just chill, read a book, enjoying themselves. This is Chinese pagoda, actually brought from Shanghai. It was assembled, it was built there, disassembled, brought here, and then they assembled it over here. These are all our birds, and oh cool, we're actually able to see black swans. This is very iconic to our park. So yeah, you see we have pretty much everybody, and this guy's right here. Look at him. He's getting ready, getting himself pretty, but you can see the red nose. Oh my God, so beautiful. The sound in the background is the music that we have in the park. They have speakers on the posts. You see right there, the post, and they have two speakers. So, you know, just creating the mood. This is an awesome place. I love it. Well, thank you so much for being with me, guys. If you have no other questions, then this would conclude our tour of Orlando downtown area, little arts and history of this beautiful place. I'll give you the last glimpse of our beautiful lake. You can also see The rainbow colored shell over there is a Disney amphitheater. That's another stage for events that happen over here. A school, for example, a band can rent it out and do a little performance there. But yeah, thanks so much for being with me, for sticking around, for being interested in a little bit of Orlando history, and I hope to see you guys here. Message me anytime if you want a tour, just to hang out, any recommendations. I'll be happy to help. Thanks. See you next time. Oh, hang on, I wanted to show my face, otherwise it's rude. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys on my next tours. Bye and have a good day.